Yeah, so let me give you your flowers. Okay, no pun intended.
You want to take cookies out the house? Okay, congratulations, you got your first job.
Like, take me out this car and put me in an Uber.
That many of us, would have taken, that step.
Like Joel James saying, you ain't sneezing, it ain't season.
But
Before I let go.
Stripes and plaid, and it's like, I can do what I want to do, and it looks great.
process, is it best for them to acquire, a PR person?
It's great, and that you can do it. My father was an entrepreneur. My father's an entrepreneur.
At this age now, I'm kind of like, could I move back? Before I was like, I'm never going back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Meet the Woman Behind the Business series. Here we support Black women small business owners, giving us a platform for visibility and exposure. So I'm so happy to be back this season. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing you the fire guest, all right? And today is no different. So today we actually have with us, our guest is Shannan Way. She is the owner of Locs by Naturalista. Welcome, sis.
Hey, everybody. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, girl, I'm so, you know what, y'all? She and I have spoken so much, either on TikTok, on Instagram, or what have you. And it's crazy. This is the first time we've actually had a conversation that wasn't via some type of typing going on. You know what I mean?
Right. First time.
Yeah.
And Houston.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Because we're going to talk about Houston. We got to let the people know what's going on in Houston and how they can get there, how they need to be there. Right. So, Shannan, if you could please just let everybody know where you're located, because I like to kind of let the audience know where these businesses are.
I am located in Miami, Florida, the sunny sunshine state of Miami, Florida.
Yeah. Oh, Pit Bull state.
That's right.
So, Miami. So, girl, wait, what's the temperature like right now there in Miami? Like
in Miami is, I believe it's like 73.
Oh, girl. Yes, I'm in Pennsylvania, and like they gave us a couple of days of like maybe 50 something degree weather, and then that's gonna be snatched up. I think it's gonna be like 30 degrees maybe tomorrow or something. Like they always playing with us here. But anyhow.
Well, it's summer year round here in Florida, so we may get. This year it looks like some of the parts of Florida got a little snow. So we're excited about that. However, here in Miami, all the way at the bottom of the map, we only experience a little bit of cold, maybe 50, maybe 40, and that'll probably happen in 1 or 2 days. And after that, we're back to the sunny sunshine state of Florida.
Girl, yeah. No wonder. That's why people go there to retire. They want that year-round, like nice weather or whatever. Because I'm gonna tell you something, I can't do this cold in my 70s. So we're gonna have to figure something out. We're gonna have to figure something out.
I'm sure.
All right, so now, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You're gonna make sure that you go and follow Locs by Naturalista on all of her social media accounts. I will have that information there for you. But when you see how talented this sister is, her skills are like, and the way she drops the oil on them, we're gonna get into all that. But now, what I want to know, I always like to ask people how you got started doing what you do, because we all grew up with that girl in the neighborhood that did everybody's hair. Like, was that you, or how did you get started on your loctician journey?
No, that wasn't me. However, a little bit after I graduated high school, I recognized that perms were not for me. After doing research and saw what perms do and all of that stuff to your body, to our internal system, I was thinking, okay, it's time for me to go natural. So I did the big chopped up all the perm, and I just went natural. And then I decided like maybe a month later, I wanted to grow my locks. So I started growing my locks in October of 99. And here I am now with a head full of locks, but they're wrapped up. 2025. But I started my locks in 99. And what made me start my locks was, of course, what I just, explained about the perms and all of the chemicals that we put in our hair that we don't realize what they do to our bodies long-term internally.
Right.
So I realized that at a very early age, but then I started to go get my groomings once my hair started to grow out, and I recognized that in a lot of these salons here in Florida, if you're not really like a regular or a celebrity, you're gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole. Meaning, you can make an appointment and you'll get to your appointment, but you probably will be in there for 5 or 6 hours before they touch you. In some salons, not all salons, but some salons. So that was my experience when I started. Now, that might not be the experience now, but in '99, that was my experience. So while I was sitting in the salon waiting my turn to get serviced, I watched what the ladies were doing in terms of grooming. And I said to myself, okay, so I'm gonna hone in on this. I'm gonna go get a braider's license. So if I decide to go work in a salon, I'll have all of my credentials. And I started to do my own hair. And then once I started to do my own hair, I did the braider's license. And then I started to do other people's hair. And they liked it. So that's how I started.
Okay. Well, girl, you know what? Well, that makes sense. I think that's especially now, a lot of us are educated on what, perms and stuff like that do to your hair and to your body.
Right.
And that's what I was going to ask you too. Like, what was that transitional process from, like you said, the big chop? Is that something? Because that's what I want to know too. And this is even off. I didn't even have this question written down. But like, say for instance, somebody who has grown, all of that perm out, they no longer have that. They're completely natural now. Do they have to do a chop? Yeah, before, because like, say for instance, if I wanted to go and get, because right now I just got the stuff crocheted in, child, because I'll be over here, there, everywhere, wig over here, yeah. So
I get it.
If somebody wanted to go that is completely natural and do locks, what is that process like for them? Is it just you locking it up like it?
Well, in 1999, we didn't have as many options as we do now. So now we have a bunch of options. But in '99, I wanted to go the natural way because in terms of the big chop, I did the big chop because I had a lot of perm on my hair. But if you're dealing with somebody that has grown out their perm and they want to do locks, they may have a couple of strings on the end that you might want to get rid of. Like the loose ends, but for the most part, we'll just go in and we'll lock their natural hair, and that can be in the form of coils, or if somebody wants to do the 2-strand method, or now we have extensions. So we have a lot of people doing extensions because they don't want to go through what people refer to as the ugly stages, but I refer to it as your journey. So everybody's journey is different. So for me, I did the coil method because I wanted to be able to appreciate once my hair started to blossom and groom and all of that kind of stuff. I can appreciate that I don't have any, I did it from scratch, put it that way, if that makes sense. Whereas right now we have methods where you can, we have extensions where you can crochet the extensions in and they look decent as well. It really depends on what the person wants. I know that I didn't want to go that method, so I just went the coil method, and here I am now. So I mean, it takes a little bit longer. You grow out. Like I said, people don't like this the ugly stage, but I look at it as a journey. So when people come and ask me or call me and ask me, "Can you do my dreads?" I don't refer to them as dreads. I refer to them as locks.
Right. And y'all, I will place pictures, of course, throughout, this episode today. You, girl, you are first of all, let me start with how gorgeous you are. I think you are absolutely stunning. Your personality is stunning, like, first of all, but you are absolutely beautiful. And y'all, her hair, like, child, like, it's anyhow, whatever. You are a walking billboard for your business. Anybody looks at you and like, yeah, that's who I want to do my life.
I appreciate that. I received that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, beautiful. All right. Now, you are a mobile loctician. So you just pick up and go where you need to go. So I want to ask you, like, what do you think, probably common sense, but what is the benefit you think to you being a mobile loctician as opposed to somebody who has like that standing storefront salon? You know, what do you feel is the biggest benefit for you personally with you having a mobile loctician business?
The biggest benefit for me, well, for me, I'm not locked into one place. I'm able to travel and meet different people and stuff like that. For my clients, it's convenience. So it's all about convenience. And I remember when COVID hit, a lot of the salon owners were kind of like scrambling because, of course, nobody could go outside. And if you came outside, you had to wear a mask. And people were dealing with, okay, if you wear a mask, you may not get COVID, but you may get COVID. Whereas with me, I was still, social distancing and doing the whole mask thing, but people didn't want to leave their homes. So business picked up for me tremendously during COVID because I can come to them opposed to them going out. So I would come in, I would have my mask on, and I would come in and service my clients how I would regularly do. And most of what happens with me is that makes me stand out from most of the locticians out here, because we do have a lot of locticians out here in Florida and all across the world, I'm sure. But I think I stand out because I'm mobile.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, being able to offer that service to someone, because I mean, since COVID, girl, I don't like leaving my house unless I'm going to eat or
right.
I don't need shopping stores or like, girl, everything is from the house for the most part, unless I'm going out for an event or to enjoy myself like that. Other than that, if I can get it delivered, if I can get it brought to my door, then that's what I'm going to do.
It's kind of like Uber Eats or, one of those services that, you don't want to go out and get something to eat. So you have the people bring it to them. I'm that kind of service, I guess.
And then in the comfort of your own home too, to be able to just, have that done there. Girl, yes, you are offering something that people need. Give the people what they want, child.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so with your company, Locs by Naturalista, you don't just go and, not to say just, but you don't just do the service of hair. You actually have products now as well, right?
I do. I have product now. I'm about to release my product in a couple months. I don't have a date yet, but I do have some of my product to kind of show. I have some oils here. This is my growth oil or stimulating oil. I try to motivate my clients to in between groomings to oil and mist their hair at least 2 to 3 times a week and make sure to wear a bonnet. This prevents cotton in your locks when you're sleeping, because most bedding has cotton. So when you're sleeping and you want to make sure that you're covering your locks to avoid that. So this is the oil that I have to keep their hair oiled. This is my growth oil. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I also have a mist as well. And again, I'm trying to get my clients to do what I do. So if I'm going to be doing it, I need my clients to do it as well, because I have to lead by example. See, I'm the type of person that I like to lead from the front. So if I'm going to be leading from the front and I'm going to be doing your hair, I can't be telling you to oil and mist your hair 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm not doing it. So for me, if I want healthy heads out here, healthy hair, I need people to do the oil and mist method and cover their hair. I'm also going to have bonnets as well. Here's a sample of one of my bonnets.
Oh, girl, yes, branding, yes, honey, branding.
And it's something that you can kind of tie up. It has my name there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and release those things in a couple months. I just have a couple of odds and ends I need to get squared away. But once I get that squared away, that's gonna be the next venture. And we're just gonna try to keep everybody's locks healthy. I try to urge my clients to have their groomings, but you don't have to groom your hair every week. I see some locticians, I won't name any names, but I see locticians grooming the same people weekly in 2 weeks, and then when you do that later on down the line, it causes thinning because of the tension. So my goal is to, of course, yes, you want to groom your hair, but I would say maybe twice a month. That avoids from the tension and all of that stuff on your hair. because again, when we age, our hair thins. So if you're like me and I've had my locks since 99, I've experienced some thinning, but not that much because I take care of my hair with oil and mist and covering. So it's important, it's imperative that locks are covered at night when you're sleeping. And oil and mist should be in your hair 2 to 3 times a week, especially around the perimeter. We have a lot of women experiencing the traction alopecia because of course, because they're getting, over too much grooming. And you don't have to groom your hair every week. I know everybody like the fresh look. I know everybody like, the clean look, and that's okay. But in terms of longevity, you definitely don't want to do that, or you don't want to overdo it. So that's my advice.
Yeah, see, girl, good tips. Y'all come through these episodes, you're going to get pointers from the experts, okay? And she just laid it out there, but I love the fact that that goes hand in hand. You actually producing a product that you're advising them that, they should use this to upkeep their hair, lessen some of the grooming through, and girl, yeah. All right, girl, all right, I see you. All right, so taking that leap to start your own business is a challenge in and of itself sometimes. And just having the courage to step out there and do that. So what would you advise another Black woman, small business owner, or someone who's looking to become that? What advice would you have for her as far as actually going ahead and just taking the jump?
I would say, my thing is what I tell my nieces and nephews. I always tell them, because they're always like, how can I make extra money or whatever? I always say, find a hobby and make money from it. So find something that you like to do. For me, it was hair. So I found hair. And I've always wanted to do hair, even when I was in high school, but I didn't know what direction to go in. And I didn't want to do the whole, cosmetology thing and all of that kind of stuff. I knew that I wanted to do braids or something like that because, of course, you always have that one person in the neighborhood that does those braids. And I used to always be that person to, let me go get my braids done. So I was that person. So I would tell whoever it is to find a hobby or find something that they enjoy doing, whether it's crocheting, whether it's making clothes, whatever it is, find that hobby, hone in on it, and make some money from it.
Right. And, that's great advice, because at least if it's something they already love to do, it doesn't feel like work, Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now, y'all, we got to tell y'all about this Houston event that we have coming up. Okay. So I'm so excited because Shannon's actually coming to the Houston event. I'm excited about that because the great thing about it is the Meet the Woman Behind the Business Magazine's Best of Awards and pop-up event Houston. And it's taking place in October. We are going to have several women, just like Shannon, Black women, small business owners there to connect and uplift and encourage one another, because that is what this event is about. It's about basically feeding this, like your spirit, fueling that, because you can have all the business tools at your fingertips. And if you're not inspired and encouraged and uplifted, if you don't feel like what you're doing, you're making progress or it's making a difference, then girl, you ain't gonna touch them tools. They're gonna be sitting right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's good to actually be in a space around like-minded women. And it's just going to be such a great weekend. We will have the pop-up event, which is the first event during that weekend. Girl, we're going to have some cocktails, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Open bar, Yes, and we're going to have a sisterhood community panel. We're going to have a fashion show. There's going to be a business runway roll call. And if you've never heard of that before, that's cool, because I just made it up. And
I was wondering, where did that come from?
Yeah, we're going to be like that pep rally that you need to get you in the game. That's what we're going to be that entire weekend. And then after the pop-up event, that evening we're having our sisterhood dinner, where we will have dinner, and then we go right into our sip and paint sing along, honey. Where we gonna be yes, we're gonna be sipping, painting, and singing along to like some Tevin Campbell, you know, some stuff that we know, little Jodeci, little Mary J, you know. So that's what we're doing, because it's also a cultural type of thing, you know. It's a way that we bond as sisters, as Black women. So it's going to be a way to bond that way as well. The following day, which is that Sunday, we will have our affirmations brunch, okay? It is our bold, bright, and Black affirmations brunch, because you know we love a good theme. So we're going to come through with the nice, bright colors, and there is an affirmations activity that we'll get into, so we'll talk about that then. And then it rolls right into our Best of Awards presentation. So yes, I'm excited, and I'm excited to meet you in person, because Shannan is such a vibe. She's just that sisterhood girlfriend type, you know, and she's been so supportive of me, and I just appreciate you so much. I do.
No problem. That's what we're here for. We should be, all of us should be that way. This is how we bond, especially in a time like this.
Yes.
Time that we have a lot of this stuff going on with the presidential stuff and all of the Target and Walmart and all of the things that's happening. This is the time for us to bond together as tight as possible, because the people or the folks or the powers that be, they're trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
So, we should make a statement. The way we make a statement is keep doing what we're doing and just tightening the bond.
Yeah, and it's funny that you should mention that. Another way we make a statement is with our dollars, you know, and stuff too. And these women aren't just your sisters in business. Like we're consumers, you know. So, you know, we need hair products. You can go to Locs by Naturalista. Somebody needs some clothes, they can go to that one. You need some art, go to Shanice, from Shanice's Pieces. We have these products and these services. You need business coaching, you need a fitness advisor. We have all of that. So it always makes me feel good when I see different women that have been affiliated with the magazine or with the podcast, when I see them posting like an unboxing video from someone else in the, you know, the circle, and they're showing what they purchased from this one. Somebody purchased perfume from My Destiny. You know, I love seeing that. I love seeing that. So yeah, that's another way that we can help support one another, like you said, in a time, especially now, you know, especially child. So anyone who knows or is familiar with this podcast, we like to play a little gaming game. You know what I'm saying? We play a little game. Little game, child. Now, the game that I like to play is called Culture Tags. Okay. Now, Culture Tags is a lot of fun because it's about the culture. You know, it's always about the culture. And the way the game is played, I hold up a card, and the card has an acronym on it. And then I read off the clue on the back of the card, and then you guess what it is. All right?
So I can see.
Yes. Let me make sure. All right. So let me tell you. So each one has a category. Okay. And this one, and the trick is I can't say a word that's in the title. I got to make sure I don't say a word that's in the title.
Oh, man.
All right. Okay. No. Okay, so we'll do this one first, because this one, I think this is fairly easy. Okay, so this category is TV and film. And it might look difficult. Okay, but wait till I give you the clue. You're gonna see. All right. So this is a line from the movie Color Purple, one of the most popular lines from Miss Sophia when she was talking to Miss Seeley. It's about her husband and what he did to her, and she's asking Miss Seeley if she was the one that said that he should do this to her. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can-
Let's go ahead and pass that one.
Okay, we'll pass that one. I'll tell you, it was you told Hoppo to beat me. Okay,
Oh, golly. How did I?
yeah,
Oh,
it's all right. But see, now you know how it goes. So it's okay. All right, so this one, I know you're gonna get this one, girl, because this one is songs and lyrics. Okay, so songs and
okay.
lyrics. Now, this song is by Frankie Beverly and Maze, most
Before I
popular
let go.
song.
Before I let
Yes,
go. Before I let go.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, no. All
I
right,
got
so
one
this
on
one.
board.
This one is TV and film. Okay, so this one's TV and film. All right, you got it. This is the name of the movie where Angela Bassett played Tina Turner.
Um,
And it's the name of one of Tina Turner's songs.
hold on. What's love got to do with it?
See, there it is.
Don't take my card yet. Jeez.
Hey, girl, all right, girl, because I was gonna have to take your card.
No, I need that.
All right, so we'll do one more. Okay, we'll do one more. This one is songs and lyrics. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, oh my God, what's that? But just think about what I'm saying, not so much as what you're seeing. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
go ahead.
all right. So this song, Rob Bass was the rapper for this song.
It takes two to make a thing go right.
There you see? Yeah. Fucking go.
You get my card back.
Yes, girl, you got your card. Now, so everyone, so Shannan, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I so appreciate you and your spirit and that spirit of sisterhood that you always come with. I appreciate you so much. So y'all, make sure you follow us here on our YouTube channel, the Sadie Says It All, Meet the Woman Behind the Business Magazine YouTube channel. I know it's long. I gotta figure out how to chop that up. So yeah, y'all follow us here. You can also listen to us on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts. We all over the place. But also make sure you follow Locs by Naturalista. You will find her on Instagram. She's on TikTok now under, is it Naturalista?
No, I'm there on Locs by Naturalista on TikTok,
okay, so
Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. All right. So I'll have all of her social media handles here, though, so you can follow her, keep up with her, get her products, child, because I'm actually going to be checking those out tonight. And, well, no, you said they'll be ready in what? A month, 2 months?
Yeah, a couple months, about 2 months.
Okay. All right. Great. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow us so that you know what's going on here. You can keep up with the future episodes. And again, Shannan, thank you so much. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.